Wow, Lewis, thank you very much. Paul, Mom, thanks for opening up our beautiful family home here. Good evening, everybody. Great to see all of you. Thank you for joining me tonight to be along with my family here on this very special night. We're at our family home. This is where I grew up with 9 siblings, and I want to thank many of them for being here with me tonight on this special evening. This home is where my mother and father raised 10 children, giving each of us the tools we needed to succeed in life. It's an oak tree right behind this tent. When I was 6 years old, I planted it from an acorn. It's a gorgeous oak tree. I wish the tent wasn't up and you could actually see it. That tree is a symbol of my roots here. This is my home. Louisiana is my home. Growing up here, my parents taught me to work hard, love what you do, and dream big. Dream big. They taught me to give back to our community. And my 9 siblings here, well, they taught me how to fight fairly and settle our differences gracefully. And after attending USL, I call it USL, that's what it was called when I was there, University of Southwestern Louisiana, now R-Lafayette, and the LSU School of Medicine in New Orleans, I completed very lengthy training to become a cardiovascular surgeon. It was my lifelong dream. Here on this campus in college, I met my sweetheart, Bridget. We've been married for 37 years. We chose Lafayette to raise our family. We chose Lafayette for me to establish my medical practice. I worked for everything I have done right here in Lafayette, Louisiana. I built a medical practice that was thriving. It was a thriving small business. And after 30 years of working successfully in this career, I decided we needed stronger conservative leadership in Washington, D.C. Problems were not getting solved. And in 2004, I decided to run for the United States Congress because I believed in my heart about the importance of public service, giving something back that my parents instilled in me, and I believed we needed conservative leadership to make the case for our state in Washington, D.C. And in fact, some of you will remember when I first ran, you were with me then, 2004. I remember about 4 or 5 months before that election, before Election Day, a reporter approached me and said, "My God, you're only at 4% in the polls." And I started laughing. I said, "Well, I knew I had a big family, but I didn't realize I'd operated on that many people across the district." But let me tell you, with your support, you have given me the greatest honor of my life to serve Acadiana and Southwest Louisiana in the United States Congress and to help guide our communities in this district through many turbulent challenges. You know, in Congress, I have never been afraid to take on tough fights, to offer real conservative solutions, and to get results for our district. And that is key, results. It's been my record. That has been my record. I've been successful over the course of time in Congress in securing much-needed hurricane relief, promoting coastal restoration, a plan for our neck of the woods on coastal restoration, ensuring that flood insurance premiums remain affordable so people can keep their homes, fighting Obama to remove the vicious moratorium he arbitrarily imposed on our oil and gas industry in the Gulf, stopping new federal taxes on oil and gas, fighting the congressional leadership even in my own party to restore funding for our ports and waterways, and inflicting the largest and one of the only defeats to Obamacare to date. I worked for over 3 years leading the effort to pass the repeal of the Class Act. This was an Obamacare entitlement program that was going to cost taxpayers $86 billion, and it was faultily constructed. I was able to get rid of that. That's one of the only victories we've had in trying to roll back this health care law. At times, I've had to fight my own leadership in my own party on these issues. Just this past Friday, the House passed my bill creating greater trade enforcement to stop illegally dumped seafood in our domestic market. This had been going on for a long time. We had been hearing from our shrimpers, our crawfishermen, understanding that Chinese and Ecuadorians were dumping flawed products with slave labor into this market. Our seafood industry, as well as our farmers and manufacturers, have been injured by these unlawful practices for years. I negotiated the most contentious parts of this bill with the House and the Senate, having to work through a number of problems with it. And guess what? We passed it. We passed that bill. We've cleared a pathway now for it to become law, and hopefully the Senate will follow through on the agreement this week. Now there will be stronger protections in place for our shrimp and our crawfish industry. Ladies and gentlemen, I have built my career in the United States Congress on your behalf on a record of being optimistic, offering positive solutions, a conservative problem solver who can actually get results. And I'll tell you, from my experience in Washington, and I've spent a little time up there now, I know what's going on. The only thing cheaper than oil today is a hot air coming out of Washington, D.C., and you can't run anything on it. I'm not in Washington, I'm not serving in Washington to serve special interest. Oh no, oh no. The only interest I care about are my maker above, my family here, and you, the people of Louisiana. Today, many of you are concerned. I'm concerned. People across our state and our country feel that we have lost our way. I don't have to tell you that. You know it. You're feeling it. The president's weak and listless leadership has emboldened our enemies and shaken the confidence of our allies who've always stood with us. He has lurched from crisis to crisis without a clear strategy. He has weakened our military, diplomatic, and intelligence capabilities as we are now trying to face down Russian aggression, Chinese expansion, the cancer of ISIS, and Iran aspiring to develop nuclear weapons. I have stood up to this president to protect key allies like Israel and Japan and our European partners, to increase our capabilities to identify and defeat terrorist groups, and to bolster our military capacity abroad and at critical Louisiana facilities like Fort Polk and Barksdale Air Force Base. And while I have worked hard to strengthen our national security in this time of need, I have never been more proud than to fight for those who've already given so much to this nation, our veterans. For nearly my entire time in Washington, I've had to fight Republican and Democratic leadership in Congress and in the White House to finally secure new veterans clinics in Lake Charles and Lafayette for our veterans. I believe in the greatness of America. I do believe in my heart we are an exceptional nation. But that inherent greatness is earned by nations with a strong conservative moral compass and a commitment to values. Louisiana, you all know this, Louisiana is a conservative state. We hold close traditional values of faith and family. We value the lives of the unborn. We believe in the rule of law. We know strong families provide the best opportunities for the success of our children. We respect all of our rights under the Constitution of the United States, and we understand people can make decisions for themselves. Now, in Washington, this may seem a little radical. We here in Louisiana, I call this common sense. This is common sense. And that's why I authored the first major welfare reform bill in 20 years, because I know our system's broken and people are suffering. They're trapped in a welfare system that does not work. We can break that cycle of government dependency and create a pathway for opportunity and the American dream for all Americans. And that's what we have to do. That is our task. I have led efforts to promote economic growth by supporting tax reforms that simplify the code, lower rates, and make it fair for all Americans. That's not what we have today. That's what we must do. I have worked to open new markets for American businesses and farmers. I have worked to cut bureaucratic red tape and regulations for our small businesses. And to promote American energy production. When there was an attempt by leaders in both parties to go after the oil and gas companies, to single out our oil and gas companies, which we know are strategically important for this country, they wanted to single these companies out with higher taxes, and that was when the prices were high and things were good. I successfully stopped that effort and any attempt to tax or impose tax increases on this critical industry. For the past 4 years, I've worked to protect this industry and actually stop or to protect the key tax provisions that allow us to provide capital to grow our industry. This is critically important for our small and independent oil and gas producers because they are the innovators. They're the ones to the new exploration we've seen in the shale formations. Today, times are certainly tougher in the oil patch, and I will continue to do everything I can to promote this industry. I'm a proven leader in Congress in good times and bad, and I take on this tough work every single day. Now, as we look to the future, I have deep concerns about the current path of our nation. We must restore American prosperity here at home, and we have to restore American leadership abroad. And I believe the keys to doing this, the keys to restoring American greatness, involve rebuilding American leadership through the most advanced diplomatic, military, and intelligence capabilities, growing our economy to create jobs and real opportunity, and promoting our conservative democratic values and ideals. And ladies and gentlemen, I believe Louisiana must play a leadership role in this effort. You all know that in 2016, Louisiana will elect a new United States Senator. Well, tonight, I'm proud to announce my candidacy to be the next United States Senator for our great state of Louisiana. Thank you. And why? Why? Because we deserve a senator with a proven record of conservative leadership and results. We deserve a senator who can lead in challenging times, offering conservative, workable solutions to complex problems that we're facing and bring unity in times of division. We deserve a senator who will fight for our Louisiana veterans. We deserve a senator who will support American small business against the overreach in Washington. We deserve a senator who will take on big challenges like fixing our broken healthcare system, reforming our outdated welfare programs, and rewriting our burdensome tax code. We deserve a senator who understands what's happening around the world, how decisions in Saudi Arabia are leading to unemployment in Brobridge and Lafayette, and how negotiations that are ongoing in Asia today can boost maritime commerce from New Orleans to Morgan City, to Shreveport, to Lake Charles. It's vitally important. We deserve a senator who understands Louisiana's God-given location along the Gulf of Mexico and the Mississippi River, linking our maritime industry to the rest of the country and the world. America can lead. We have all the things that are necessary. We deserve a senator who refuses to peddle the politics of fear, obstruction, division. Instead, we deserve a senator who will lead with the politics of high aspiration and achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, I am confident I will be that senator for Louisiana. I believe in Louisiana. I believe in our state. This is home for all of us. I believe in where we live and what we can offer for the rest of our country. Over the coming months, I look forward to traveling around the state, outlining how Louisiana can lead the effort to drive our nation forward, because I do believe we have what it takes to show the country the way. And I look forward to the hard work ahead. I look forward to earning your respect, your trust, and your vote. Thank you very much. God bless our great state. God bless our great country, the United States of America. And in this holiday season, I want to wish all of you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you.